What's up, guys? Good morning. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. I made this video because I wanted to talk about West Coast Card Show that's coming up, formerly known as the Burbank Card Show. So I try to attend this show, anytime that I can. Sometimes I do miss it, but since it's in Southern California, I try to make time, and if it fits my schedule, then for sure I'm always there. So I did buy the VIP package. So I am fully committed and going to the West Coast Car Show. I will arrive Thursday. Thursday is more of a like a VIP night, and then the first day of the show begins on Friday. It goes all the way through Sunday. I will probably be there until Sunday. I haven't decided if I'm going to leave early on Sunday or if I'm going to leave Sunday afternoon. It really depends on how the previous day goes. But I plan to be there. I plan to take a couple of cards of mine. The biggest thing that I want to do, is the very first thing I want to do when I get there, is to submit my card to PSA. Now, this is typically the way I've been doing it because I rather drop off my cards to PSA wherever they're located than to mail and you know the cost of shipping. I don't want to deal with all that. So right now my plan is to submit my cards uh, through PSA at the West Coast Card Show. I wanted to show you guys some cards that I'm submitting. Now these cards are somewhat mostly are PC. Now there's a few cards that I've dabbled into that I think might have some potential to increase in value, but for now these are the cards that I plan to take. So before I show you that, what is my overall goal at this show? And most people, you know, they try to have a goal. Sometimes, you don't even have to have a goal. You just walk in, and if you see something you like, buy it. If it's for flipping, for PC, whatever. Um, and I'm not sure if I mentioned this in my other video. So I'm trying to really consolidate my collection. I'm trying to not necessarily flip, but move away from my current inventory and just consolidate into more higher end cards. That's my goal eventually. I feel like over the years, I've kind of like dabbled into all aspects of the hobby, as far as like buying cheap cards and then just working myself up slowly but surely up to, eventually I want to be a high end uh, dealer, negotiator, trader, whatever you may call it. That's my ultimate goal, is to be a high end. The cheap cards really don't. I wouldn't say they don't interest me anymore. It's just when I'm buying cheap low end cards, which could be anywhere from $50 to $200. I'm more picky of those cards. So, and of course it makes sense as far as my PC, as far as like long term value. Is there long term value in those cards? So I kind of look at all aspects before even buying a card. But as I said before, I am 100% dedicated collector of sports cards and non-sports cards. So I don't fit in the realm when it comes to flipping, because I do set up at shows, but it's more, like I said, it's more to move away from my current inventory and to use that fund to purchase more high end. So I'm still trying to consolidate. I'm still trying to offload uh, some cards, and yeah. But anyway, you guys are probably tired of listening to me. So here are some cards that I'm submitting to PSA this next week, because West Coast Card Show is actually less than a week away. So these are some of the cards that I'm submitting to PSA. These first two I got at the Nashville Card Show Raw, and I thought they looked good. So I'm just going to go ahead and submit these. So these are, can you see that? So I got two of these. This is the 2024 Prism Orange Ice. of Kalen Clark, rookie. So, like I said, I got 2 of these. Here, here they both are. I thought they looked great. Like I inspected it, and these really, I don't see any issue with these. These should really get a 10, but we'll see. What I think and what PSA thinks can be totally off, and it's just a guessing game right now for that. So those are the Kane Clarks, and this next one, as you guys know, I collect Matt Ryan, and this is a 2012 Topps Chrome Black Refractor of Matt Ryan. These are numbered at, let me see, these are numbered out of 299. So again, this card looks really, really good. And I'm looking for a good grade on this one. But yeah, I mean, top to bottom looks good. The corners look great. No surface issues with this card, so I'm also expecting a high grade on that one. Another one, I got this one at a local card shop, or excuse me, I got this one at a local card show. This was in Pomona, California. I believe it was a Hilton. They rented out a ballroom, and great show, great show. And by the way, the card show is called Next Generation Card Show. I know the hosts that set up with those and established those, and it's a father and son, and they're really great people. I knew them before they started their own card shows, and they're just really great people. So yeah, just kind of wanted to throw it out there. But anyway, I got this at one of their card shows. So this is a green, excuse me, yeah, it's a green Mojo Topps Chrome of Lamine. And this is actually a Japanese version. So if I flip the card, you guys can see it. It's a Japanese version Mojo. I know there's an auto version of this. Of course, this is not an auto, but it's out of 99. And I also thought this card looked great. I spent probably like, I don't know, maybe $250, $300 for this raw card. But I thought it absolutely looked great. So I'm going to try it. Why not? And then my other one, these. So I recently went through, a couple boxes of my PC, and I got some cards that I thought, you know what, hey, they may not be great condition. I just want them slabbed. So this next few couple examples is what I'm talking about. They're not going to be in the greatest condition. I really don't care what they get. These first couple cards, I do care what they get. Because of course this is ultra modern. These cards, I just want them slabbed. So, all right. Well, before you guys hate on me, this is a Cowboys card, Troy Aikman. This is a 1990, was it 94, 95, 96, excuse me. This is a 96 Topps Finest Refractor of Troy Aikman. So this had, I think it had one or two issues, not a lot. So I guess this centering looks great. I think they're going to ding me for probably one or two corners on this one. I'm not sure, but I just, like I said, I just want this slabbed. The next one I found, this is actually an interesting card. When I went through my boxes, this is a Donovan McNabb SP Authentic card 101. So I barely realized I had this 101 because I haven't went through these boxes of mine for a long time. So as I was going through them, I seen this 101. And so, of course, you guys know 101s are always that special. Now, this may not be a liquid card, but if I was to get rid of it later on, it'd probably go to a Eagles fan, an old school Eagles fan. Everybody that knows the Eagles organization, they know Donovan McNabb was a quarterback legend within that team. So I just thought, you know what, why not? And especially for 101s, it really doesn't matter what grade you get because it's a 101. So I was happy to find this. You never know, guys. If you guys have those boxes in those closets and And addicts go through them. You just don't know what you may find. So for these next two, there was there was issues mainly with the surface with these, but these are the early '90s Topps finest refractors. Okay, so this is football. These are both. I'm going to show one of them and then the second one, but this one's the '94 Topps finest refractor of Jerome Bennis. So beautiful card, but the surface was issue. I mean, the camera doesn't do it justice, but if you really look with a lot of light, there is some surface issues with this one, as well as with the next one. But again, I just want these slabbed. My main goal was to just get these slabbed. So this one, the first one's Jerome Bennis. Second one, it's the same set, but this one's out of for Brett Favre. Okay, so again, the camera doesn't do justice. I mean, I love that shine. I love that early refractor shine. But also, if you look very closely, there is some surface issues. So I'm guessing these two, you know, if I was to make a wild guess, it's going to be a 7 or 8. But mostly being dinged for the surface. So, but like I said, I don't care. I want it slabbed. A couple other ones. This is a rare '90s insert of Emmitt Smith. So this one is a '94 Select Canton Bound. You guys see that? Yeah. Great 90s insert for a great Hall of Famer within the Cowboys organization. And I love this card. So this is another card I'm submitting. This one I really didn't see any issues. There might be some surface issues as well, but I thought this card looked good. But again, with these '90s inserts, I'm really not expecting a high grade. Okay, a couple others. So I got some Peyton Mannings, some Skybox EX 2001. I have about 2 of these that I'm submitting. These are his rookie year in '98. So these are not, even if I get 9 or 10s, these are not, they don't go for thousands. But I do think Peyton Manning is underrated. I've bought a couple of his cards. His most recent, I bought his '98 Bowman Refractor, BGS 9.5. If you guys go to my IG, you guys can see that that I posted that. So I do think he's underrated, and if I see a rookie, especially very low pop, then I'm going to pick it up. So I have these, and then I'm submitting these playoff absolute cards that I also found in those boxes. So one's a die cut. This one right here. Oh, sorry, this one right here. This one's a die cut. The other one is more of like I guess you could call it a bronze. Yeah, you see that? Sorry about that. But yeah, one's bronze, one's a die cut. I want those graded. And then just some other random ones, like this Desmond Bain. This is a silver. This one looks great. There's not that many graded copies of this one, which I was kind of surprised when I looked that one up. Here's another Matt Ryan Black Refractor. This is out of the 2014 set Topps Chrome. This is also numbered out of 299. So looking to get that one. And then I'm trying to keep these in order. So just this one more I'll show you guys. So this one's a UFC card. I do also collect UFC. I think this guy is a rising star in the light heavyweight division. Alonso Minifield. This is, of course, his rookie card. This is a blue disco prism. This is going to be numbered out of 49. So it also looked good, so I said, why not? So those are just some cards that I'm submitting to PSA at the West Coast Card Show. Some of the cards, yeah, why not? Some of the cards that I'm bringing. So at the Front Row Card Show, I bought this card. This is a triple auto of Bryce Harper, Darvish, and Mike Trout. So I think I got this around like $500. And this is numbered out of 27. These are patch autos actually. And these are these game worn? So it does. It says it's not from any specific game or not. So, but it's still triple auto, and there wasn't that many comps when I bought it. But I paid strong on it. So I'm looking to just kind of use this either as trade bait or just straight up sell if anybody's interested. So yeah, and then just a couple more guys. Just I'm selling a couple low end, but a couple old school cards I'm selling too, like this LT patch auto. Actually, no, I'm sorry, it's not a patch auto. It's just a rookie auto. So this is a very nice one. Game Gear autographs. I also found this one in my boxes. And then what else can I show you guys? I'm bringing some low end Acuna. I have a DK Metcalf RPA out of Obsidian. These are numbered out of 75. And then just a couple other ones like Nick Chubb RPA. This Chris Paul Topps Finest BGS 9.5. These are actually numbered. This base. These are numbered out of 599. And then a couple others. I have a Kawhi Leonard RPA out of Select first year Select. So don't see many of these. I don't have a reason why I want to move away from this one. I'm not in a hurry to sell it or trade it, but if something comes along for that I want to trade, use this as trade bait, or if I need cash to purchase to something else that I saw at the show, then I will use that. But yeah, that's just some of the cards I'm bringing, guys. I'm still kind of going through the last minute inventory and to figure out what I want to bring. I might even submit more cards to PSA, but right now that's what it looks like so far. So, but yeah, let me know if you guys are going to be there. I would love to link up with some of you and just talk about cards and possibly make deals, and it's going to be a great time. It's going to be I'm going to be there all 4 days. Sunday, like I said, Sunday I may even be there for half a day. I'm not sure right at this point. But yeah, hit me up and let me know if you guys are going to be there. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And for the ones that are attending the show, I hope to see you guys. And don't be afraid to hit me up. And we'll connect. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. See you in the next video. Peace.